Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to a new tutorial here. This is one I've had numerous comments about and one that I've been taking my time to make, partly because I had to get to new user status in VRChat, which you will need for this. That in and of itself was a bit of a task, but essentially what we're going to be covering in this convoluted process is exporting a model from Fortnite Porting, the program that I've shown in previous videos, into Blender, and then exporting that model from Blender into Unity, and then using the VRChat Creator Companion or VRCC to turn that model into a fully rigged and VR ready creation. Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos covering parts of this, I'll link them up in the top right corner here. I'll also try to put them down in the description below, the ones that are pertinent to what we're doing today. I would definitely recommend doing that if you're not caught up. That way you understand what I'm doing, when, why, how it works. I'll link everything in the description here that I'm using and that you should be okay to use. You should be able to pull up this YouTube video, follow along with what I'm doing exactly, and get about the same results, give or take some troubleshooting. Now I haven't went too in depth with any skins. I'm not sure which skins work, which skins don't. I know some have clipping issues. I'm not sure how to fix some of those. I wasn't really even going to do this, but I've had enough comments about it that I looked into doing it. I haven't really seen anybody talk about how to do this. I don't know if I'm the first person or only person doing it. I won't claim that. What I do know is when I try to find it, nobody else is doing it, and especially nobody is doing it the way that I am. So maybe they're just not talking about it. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in here. I'll show you the steps as slow as I can without turning this video into an hour-long thing. If you can follow along, pause whenever you need to, slow the video down to half speed if you need to do that. I might be around to answer questions in the future. However, I won't be able to make skins for you. I've got college and a bunch of other stuff going on. But I'll try to help you the best I can when I can. So let's go ahead and take a look here. What we're going to do first, open up Blender. Link in the description below. I use Steam for Blender. It's free. You can just search it and download it. I mean, it's free everywhere, but I like to have it through Steam. I use Steam a lot, so it's just nice to have it there. First thing we're going to do is delete the camera, the cube, and a light. We just don't need them. It's not necessary. Next thing we're going to do is open up Fortnite Porting. Again, I'll have a link for this in the description below. I'm going to go ahead and go with Agent Jones here, just the base Agent Jones. One thing to mention first, right off the bat, make sure you go to plugin and have your Blender plugin set. If you don't have this, hit plus sign, tell it where you have Blender installed. It'll pull up in here, hit sync. It'll say that it has synced Fortnite Porting to Blender, and then you can transfer everything over. One thing too, under export, rig type, make sure you have it set to Tasty Rig. The rest of the settings aren't too important, but Tasty Rig is the main thing that you need to focus on. Otherwise, it's just not going to work the way that I'm doing it. But we'll go back. Here's Agent Jones. We'll go ahead and hit export. All right, now we're back in Blender here. Let me go ahead and get zoomed in on Jones. You can use these buttons up here at the top to change the shading detail. I like to keep mine on cycles and GPU. You don't have to do that. That's what I like to do. You can hit this last node right here. If you hadn't deleted the light, you would see pretty much exactly how he looks in game. This shaded version here is just kind of a less detailed, less lighted version. You can just see the colors, the textures, and everything, how it looks, which is fine. We don't need anything too much more specific than that. So what we'll do here in Blender, hold down the mouse, left click, and select everything. Once you see that, you'll see these little nodes. You'll see the Agent Jones himself all light up in orange. That means that you have selected everything that you see over here on the right hand side in the hierarchy. We're going to go up to File, hit export, go down to FBX. Now I have a tutorial folder already. You go ahead and name him Jones. All right, on the right hand side here, before you hit export, a couple things you need to take a look at. Under path mode, hit that drop down, go to copy, then hit this button right here. This is going to embed your textures. Under include, let me go ahead, okay. Under include, hit selected objects, you can close it. Under transform, hit apply transformations, and you can close that. Then under armature, deselect add leaf bones, then deselect that. Now you can export as is. All right, now we're opening up the VRCC, which is the VRChat companion or creator companion. Essentially, this loads all of the information that you're going to need to make a model, but also loads Unity at the same time, so you don't have to download different Unity assets from different places on the internet. It's all right here. But the first thing you're going to need is Unity version 2022.3.22f as in Frank 1. I'll go ahead and leave a link to the Unity archive in the description as well. And I'll leave information of which Unity type you need. Specifically, again, 2022.3.22f1. Now, I already have that set up here, so it's already ready to go. What's going to happen is you're going to go to create a new project. You're going to want to click and select this Avatar 2022 version. And then you can have whatever name you want. I'll go ahead and do one named Jones just to show you the full process. I want to open the one I've already opened here. All right, so you see all these right here. This is what I was mentioning before. You can go ahead and add. I'm not doing worlds, so I'm not too worried about that. But you can go ahead and add these if you want. Gesture manager is probably good. I'm not sure what most of these do. I haven't had time to look through each one, so I don't know if they're necessary. I go ahead and add them anyway, just to be safe. Once you've done that, you hit open project. While this is loading, one thing we can do, we can go to where you have Fortnite Porting installed and look for the assets folder. Double click to get into it. And what we're going to be doing is looking for the textures for Jones. Now, some skins are different. Some have more, some have less. Again, I've only tried this with Jones, so I know specifically what I'm looking for. But basically, what you're going to be looking for is the overall body, head, hair, and face. So typically, there's going to be 3 items. Some models probably have 2 or more. I'm not sure. But for this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Game, Characters, Player, Male, Medium. We have bodies and heads here. Or we're going to go ahead and go into Bodies. And we've got Agent, Progressive, and Medium Soldier 4. So we go into Agent Jonesy here. We can go into Skins, Face, Textures, and now here's his head. So what you're going to want to copy is this one and this one, just these 2. This is your albedo, so this will be your color and the shading, how it looks. And then this is your normal matte, which tells the program certain features. You can tell it's normal because it will have this color. It's kind of blue and purple. So you need to grab those 2. And I already have everything set up already, but grab those 2, paste them into a folder where you're going to have Jones sent to. So wherever you exported Jones in Blender, go ahead and throw those in there. We'll go back, go to textures. Now you've got the body here. You just need this one and this one. So again, the normal matte, and then what'll be our albedo. Go ahead and paste those in. As you can see, I have them right here. And we're needing one more part. That's going to be the head and hair. So we're going to go back. And I think it's under Soldier 4. Nope. Progressive, textures. Okay, here it is. All right, so progressive and then textures. Go ahead and grab this one and this one. And paste them in there just like that. All right, now that Unity is open, we can see how it says Jones up here. This is the right one. It's pre-installing. Let's go ahead and take everything from our Jones folder and drag it and drop it in. All right, now that we're here in Unity, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is click right here. This is our Jones character. As you can see, this is all the details that we had sent over from Blender after we saved it as an FBX file. We can drag and drop Jones in the hierarchy here. And we zoom in a bit. All right, there's Jones. Now you'll notice there's no shading, there's no color, there's nothing really. There's not a whole lot going on with him, but we'll get there. We'll get to fixing that. Open this little arrow right here and click this one right here in the middle. You can see that it has pre-saved the head material, body material, and hair material, which is perfect. That is all good to go. Everything is good on that part, which tells you that you're ready to apply meshes and pretty much finish the model. So we'll unclick the little play button arrow looking thing here, bring it back. Go ahead and click Jones as it is. Over here on the right, you'll see a button that says Rig. Click that. Beside animation type, click Generic, bring it down to Humanoid. And down here, hit Apply. Give that a second. Then go up to Materials. Right where it says Materials, Extract Materials, go ahead and hit that. This doesn't matter right here. You can go ahead and just hit Select Folder. Now you've got these little shader balls that pop up here. These are exactly what we saw earlier that I just showed you. So pretty much this is your head material, your body material, and your hair material. You can always tell by looking up here in the top right corner when you click on one. So we'll start with the head material. We know the head is right here, so we just click and drag up to albedo, and then we see his face. Then we'll drag the normal map over to normal map. You're going to see this button that says Fix Now. I'm not sure why this happens, but I do know all you have to do is hit Fix Now, and it clears it right up. Somebody that is more in depth with this may be able to explain it better. All I know is this is how I do things, and it works. If it works for me, it should work for you. The next thing we'll do is click the middle ball, which is the body. We'll drag the body up to albedo. Then we'll grab the normal map, hit Fix Now again. Lastly is the hair. Got the hair right here. And the albedo, or sorry, the normal map. Fix Now. Most of the hard work is done. We have Jones ready to go. He's got all the color here. It looks good. Everything looks fine from where I'm setting at least. The next thing we're going to do is hit this play button again. And you see this, it's kind of like a body, but it's all blue. This is the avatar. You'll see under here, under inspector, it'll say Jones avatar. Go ahead and click configure avatar. Now this is you're telling Unity here what the avatar looks like in game. When you load it into VRChat, you're telling it what bones do what. Now there is one issue I found where it doesn't know where the upper chest is, and I'm not sure where that error stems from. What I have found is right over here on the right, you can click upper chest. You can click where that area would be, and you can see that it's spine 3, which is down here, and that technically isn't the upper chest, it's lower chest, honestly. But if you select this, which to me looks like the upper chest, it shows it as spine number 5. You can drag this over to where it says upper chest and replace it. And now the upper chest shows right here. Click it, upper chest says it's right here. So your chest is showing that it's way down here. So what I like to do is grab this one, which is spline 4, and drag it over to what the chest should be. Now if you click off, you can click this and see it's that, and click this and see that it's that. I think that does something to the legs, but I'm not entirely sure. That's an error that I get sometimes. Once you've done that, you can look around. If you have a different model, you can see what the head looks like, for example. The neck transformation, the head, the left eye, which I think that's the right transformation for the eye. The right eye, and then the jaw. Jaw has multiple transformations. So for what I do here for my process, this is good to go. So I'll just hit apply and then done, and we come back here. Next thing you want to do is click on Jones up here in the hierarchy. We're going to add a component. The component that we're adding is the VRC avatar descriptor. So if you just, yours will be blank. You just type in VRC, then start to type the word avatar, and you'll see VRC avatar descriptor. Go ahead and click that. And this is where you tell the game what bones do what after you have set the bones to the avatar. Now I'm not going to go into lip sync, eye look. I'm not going to go into any of that, mostly because I haven't really flushed out how that works. This is just how to get a Fortnite avatar into VRChat. You can look at it later to see what the lip sync does. Just so when you talk in game, your mouth moves. You can mess with the eye look just to get the eyes working. Not sure, it should be straightforward, but I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure how that works. All I do know is we're going to go ahead and hit the arrow by view and hit edit. And what we're doing is we're telling the model when you're in game where your eyes are looking from. So we're going to push it back into his skull a bit. It's a bit high, so we'll bring it down right between the eyes, have it poking out just a little bit. If you have it way back here in game, you're going to see clipping. So if you poke it out a little bit like this, when you go to look down, you'll see like his body and stuff. If you have it too far in, you'll see like a nose. There will constantly be something on your screen clipping through. So I have it poking out just a bit. That's usually pretty good. Once you do that, we're pretty much done. We've done everything that we can do. We're gonna go up here where it says VRChat SDK in our toolbar and hit Show Control Panel. Once we do that, we'll log in. I'll go ahead and log in and fast forward past this part. All right. Now that I'm logged in here, it'll say login is I'm Housey. That's me. I'm allowed to publish worlds, and I'm allowed to publish avatars. Good. Yours should look something like this. Of course, your name will be different. If you do not have allowed to publish avatars, you can't do this method. What you're going to have to do is jump in the game, meet people, go to different worlds, talk, hang out, play games. You got to hit like 12 or something hours and at least have a couple friends added before you can get new user status. But as long as you are new user or higher, you'll have this ability. If you're the lowest trusted status in VRChat, I don't even know if you can get to this point. So maybe it'll be beneficial for you to make a new account. I'm not sure. I'm not here to talk about the ethics of VRChat statuses. Whatever you do is up to you. We'll give him a name. I think I already have one saved, so we'll just name him Jonesy Suit. Description is Jones in a suit. You would click any of these if it involves those, which obviously this one doesn't. The visibility is private. You can make it public. This is just for us, so I'm going to keep it private. For image size, you can upload a thumbnail. Like if you go into Fortnite Porting and you grab like this image right here, you can grab this main image as the image that you use and throw it in there. I'm just going to go ahead and capture from scene and just capture that one as is. Down here, you're going to see a bunch of red marks and yellow marks and everything else. You can read through these, but what I found works is just hitting autofix for most of them. It will tell you that your triangles may be high. That happens. Um, as long as your computer can handle the amount of triangles, it's no problem. Mine can handle it. If yours is a bit on the old side, you may not. You may have a harder time handling a model with higher polygon counts. Once we've got everything put in there, we'll go down to build and test. All right, name it Jonesy in a suit and hit save. All right, it'll say build succeeded, and then it'll say your avatar was built successfully. You can find it in the other section of your avatars list. So I'll close out of this, and we'll jump into VRChat, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here we are in VRChat. We hit escape, go to our avatars, go to where it says other. There's our SDK Jones. Then click change into avatar. And there we go. Now, of course, his mouth isn't going to move when I talk. I'm talking in game right now, and nothing is happening. Looks like his eyes aren't moving either. But for people who are just wanting to get something out of Fortnite porting and put it in here, this is pretty much all you have to do. The body works pretty well. Let me see if I can crouch. Crouching works. Let me try this. The legs are a little funky when you crouch, but it is what it is, right? It at least, I mean, it looks fine when you move. Just when you stop moving, it looks a little funny. I don't know how much you're gonna be crouching. Emotes seem to work pretty well. Waving works. Clapping is a little strange. You can dance. Backflip works just fine. I mean, for the most part, everything works as it's intended to. Maybe in the future, I'll do something just showing how to make the eyes and mouth work, but that's only if I get dragged into this and find it interesting myself. But that'll be the end of the video. I hope you gained some information from it, and I hope that it helps you in your journey. Drop a comment down below if you liked what I went over, if you enjoyed it, if it worked for you. Let me know. I'm interested to see if people try this and it does work for you. Just let me know in the comments below. Tell me what skin you use and how well it works. I know there's a way to put emotes from Fortnite with sound into the skin itself, so when you load it as a model, you can do those Fortnite emotes and it'll have sound. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure the legality of doing that. That's something you might have to research on your own. But as far as this goes, if you're just wanting to get a skin into the game from Fortnite, when a new skin drops, you think it's cool, this is the quickest way I've found to do it. You can tinker with it later and see how much you like it. But if you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll try to get to you when I can. Please keep it to not asking for me to make models for you. I'm just not interested in doing that. I don't have a way to do that reliably. But if you have questions or you need help with something, you can drop that comment down below and I'll try to help you out, or maybe somebody else will see it that has done it and they can help you out. But thanks for watching. Thanks for following this progress as I've been releasing these tutorial videos. Share it with your friends if they need help. Thanks for watching the video. You have a good rest of your day, a good rest of this month, and a good rest of 2025. Peace.